So these are the top 10 mistakes you should avoid. Number 1, not saving the file, both cloud and local. Okay, here's what I mean. So let's say you're building something, so it's really important for you to save. So whenever you're working really hard, if you don't save, it's a problem. It's a big problem. I'm sure if you're a designer, engineer, 3D modeler, any kind of design field or any kind of computer technology, always save. So this is a collab, so there's no save button here, but usually there's a save button, so I'll show you later. Yeah, make sure you save it. 3 blue dots over here, and if you click that, and there's a save button. There should be a local and cloud. Save both ways just in case, and usually saving in local takes in a second, but if you're trying to save it in cloud, it will take some time, within like 1 to maybe a minute. So yeah, just be patient, and this is like part of the process. So if you're trying to build something really heavily detailed interior or like exterior, any kind of like big project, make sure you save. Let's say you're done with this surface, save. When you're done with this surface, save. Just like using like Photoshop or Illustrator or like Alias, Maya, Blender, any kind of 3D software, like even the Word document, you need to save in case if it crashes. I don't think the Word document ever crashed anyway, so that's how important. Number 2, so not making 1:1 scale from the beginning. If you're not making the model in 1:1 scale, let's check. If you go to import, click the mannequin. This is the 1:1 scale, and he's pretty tall. Shorter than me, but anyway. Laying down first. I'm definitely not gonna fit in here. Definitely not gonna fit. My armpit is gonna sweat like crazy. Forget about driving, okay? When I'm driving, I usually drive like this, like a macho style. So if you use a mannequin, 1:1 scale mannequin, and you should feel like this. And yeah, this is my normal driving position. So that would be me if I ever have money to purchase this car. Anyway, so that's important. And number 3, moving the file when mirrored. Let's say you made these 2 surfaces and you made this 1 surface and you mirrored it. So let's say I combined it and you accidentally move this surface. You keep going, and whenever you're trying to build something and you're expecting this to be mirrored on the other surface, but you always have to be careful when moving the object from the center. If you made this surface and you try to check the other side and it's way off, this means you need to start everything over. But there's another way to fix this. So if you mirrored it and this doesn't match, all you have to do is just don't delete anything and try to eyeball it or move this to the axis. If you use smart move, and make sure you to double check there's gonna be an XYZ on the dominant hand controller. Press the trigger button on the left hand side, it will move by 1 centimeter. So this is how to be exactly moved from place to place. Or if you want to fix this, this is the only way to do it, and you just have to grab it with the grasper, the surface, and edit. And let's say this is the original axis. You just have to make a edge loop. You just have to select the auto select loop and make it close to the mirror plane. So once you did that, all you have to do is bake it and just delete the whole surface. Press the mirror. Once you did that, you just have to snap the middle and pull this one out. Right, so this one is touching, and now this one is touching as well. You might have to fix the middle. If there's a complex surface, you just have to extend the surface to the mirrored plane, then you'll be able to fix this. It might not work out for some people and some of the models, but at least you don't have to build the whole thing. So yeah. So number 4, not using the edit point when moving the surface that was made with the Revolve tool. So this is what I mean. When I'm trying to make this surface, let's say this is a fender of the car. When you use a Revolve tool, it's under the purple dot, the surface, and custom Revolve tool. So let's find the center. I'm just trying to eyeball it, and let's change this thickness. I don't want any thickness yet. So let's say there's like let's say you made a wheel. If you try to move this object by little and you just guess the center, it's not gonna be correct. So if you make a complex surface like this, and it's not gonna be the same. So don't guess it, find this axis. So in order to do that, purple button, surface, custom Revolve tool, and use the grab sphere and just press the left non-dominant hand trigger button. It will locate the XYZ for you, and if you lightly press and move this axis towards the red plane, it will snap it for you like that. You'll be able to create the surface using the same axis, so you don't have to guess it. So yeah, this is how you do it. At first I didn't know how to find this axis, so I just guessed it, and like some of the early models, all the tire threads are going out of places, so don't make that mistake. Okay, number 5, putting bunch of surfaces in one layer. I have so many layers. If I'm building a model, even this model, I break it down to wheels, glass, I always do glass like that, and surface, engine, and interior. So this is a huge model. The other models only has 2. So let's say I'm building a model. I usually separate all the parts like glass, trunk, detail, headlights, and interior. So that's efficient way to do it. And yeah, this one is only one layer. Even this one is in one layer, but I recommend multiple layers. If you're using Gravity Sketch as for your 3D modeling, I want you to separate everything out. Even the mannequin, I separate them out. I lock it so I don't touch it, and you don't want to move any of the object when you're finished with this, the model. Save it by the parts. But once you're trying to export, when you're trying to put like a material, Unreal Engine, or key shots, it's beneficial. It's very important to all the parts out. So number 4, not using the edit point when moving the surface that was made with the Revolve tool. So here's what I mean. Click the pencil and brush tool and Revolve tool. Let's say this is a wheel, and when you're using the surface using the Revolve tool, it copies everything, and you'll be able to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 spoke wheels. If you move this by accident, you just move the axis, so you're not starting from this origin. Just grab it with the grab sphere, edit, and if you're trying to move, grab the whole thing and scale it down. If you want to change like designs, this is how you move it. Don't make this mistake, and don't move this object by accident. And yeah, try to avoid using moving from the origin of this Revolve tool. And yeah, so if you want to copy this, don't physically move the surface like that. Always move everything. And use the edit dots to change any surfaces you wish to change. And number 7, making too many edge loop. So if you're building surface, if you have so many edge loop, it's really hard to control. I think I covered this. It's really hard to control, and you're gonna spend a lot of time organizing this. Delete not important stuff. Don't make it complex. Make it clean. Okay, number 8, double check you're at the origin to start sketching. If you're building something all the way down here and you realize, check this home orientation, your sketch is all the way at the bottom. Don't make that mistake. So go to setting and turn on the word axis. This is the place where you start sketching from. So don't sketch all the way down here. Always turn on the word axis. And this is just the basic stuff, but I made a lot of mistake not starting the sketch from the axis. Number 9, when exporting, make sure you're left with only the desired model. Sometimes little sketch is floating. Try to use a grab sphere and try to delete everything. If you don't see anything, just check the layer. You gotta check all the layers. So when you try to export, so in order to check there's something floating on the surface, click the mirror tool and it will indicate something is floating underneath and all at the top. This is what I mean. So when you're trying to export this, you may think this is the only model that I want to export, but if you go to export, you realize at the end, so if you use a mirror plane, it should only indicate like that. So this is how you check if this is the only model that you're going to export. So press and hold trigger button and grab button on the non-dominant hand. It should rotate only the model, but going all the way over here, there's something is floating. So there you have it. This is how you check you're exporting only this model, it should rotate in front of your eyes 360 view turntable. So this is how you check it. You're safe to export this file. So number 10, not buying the Oculus Link Cable. So if you're really committed, don't hesitate to buy the Oculus Link Cable. I mean it, and I cannot stress you enough, but if you're trying to make this interior, exterior, the engine, you can by putting all the surface layer by layer, but it will slow everything down. So if you have a desktop, I recommend you to get a link cable, and it's about like $99. But don't use a used one because these are really easy to break. Some people will try to sell something that is broken. Try to get the authentic one. It will do the job and you won't have any problem. And you still got a warranty, so yeah, I recommend getting a new one. So it's like a investment, like rotating the file, putting bunch of cards at the same time. Even if you have a really big file, like I have a TRX, I have an old Supra, new Supra, N9 in the middle, and a Nilo 27 with interior, it's not going to slow me down. So yeah, so link cable is definitely worth it. Alright, so thank you for watching, and if this Gravy Sketch tutorial helped you at all, please subscribe, hit like, and comment your thoughts. Even questions are welcome, and I'm here to help you grow.